Hey guys, how's it going? It's Danconia and welcome back to Overcoach. So we are back, and actually this is a very much improved Overcoach because this is quite a little bit down the line since the last one was recorded because, well, I pre-recorded a lot of them for certain things and they didn't get done. But better hardware, better stuff, better Overcoach, and yeah, let's get on to this then. So we are jumping on board with Above Halo King. Rocking that lovely Sigma skin I see. And this, we've seen this player before. He's actually a really good DPS player. And this is a 2993, sorry. So, very close to Diamond. And this is about the level I play out on PC. This is console. So, this is going to be super, super interesting. And, you know, Sigma can have a massive impact on games. He really, really can. He has carry potential, Sigma. He really, really does. We see it a lot in the Overwatch League. So, let's see where we get with this then. High ground on Danconia. Like it, like it, like it, like it. We're working with a Reinhardt. We're not working with a Arisa, which is fine. We can see Reinhardt Sigma comps is perfectly fine. Okay then. Our Reinhardt has instantly died. So, our Reinhardt was a big dum-dum. Where's his body? Show me his body. There it is. He's a big dum-dum. Big, big dum-dum. Don't know what he's doing there. He's very, very stupid. So, we were peeking around here. So we see that they've got a Sim, they got a McCree, they got a Roadhog, they got a Sigma. I'm pretty sure, now I didn't see it happen, but I'm pretty sure that this Reinhardt was not expecting a... God, that effect though, oof. I'm pretty sure that Reinhardt was not expecting a hog and he got hooked off the high ground. That's probably what happened. He was going for a fire strike. So, that's what's happened here. We pull back. This is nice. We need to pull back here. We don't want to stay in that room. Rock's fine. They're TPing, you're hooked in. You good? Good that you survived that, and we're turning this fight. This is nice. So the disengage there worked. Except we're pushing too far here. We're at the mercy of the hog. He's now dead, but we're at the mercy of the hog. We don't want to go any further than this. Cool. We need to be careful around this hog. We really, really do. As the Reinhardt found out, one hook and it can really cause problems. They should have taken that from that. That was a massive pick at the start of the match. But this is fine. They're going to stick to the Symmetra, which is something on Danconia first. I'm not going to lie, especially Danconia first attack. They're trying to catch you out with a TP. We're not falling for that. That was a yeet of a rock right there. Get the Mercy, Junkrat. Why did the Junkrat not take the Mercy? Oh my goodness. I like your targets. Yes, nice rock. We've got a zip zap behind us. We've got a zip zap behind us. A zip zap behind us. We don't know what to do. We spent a good 5 seconds, 10 seconds there just looking around, not firing, not knowing what to do. Like the sim wall went up and we were like, oh my god, it's a big wall. What do I do? It's a big wall. Well, we just keep firing. Especially with Sigma. He doesn't need to reload, so it's not going to hurt us. One thing we did ignore is that for a while, I could hear behind us zip zap, zip zap, zip zap of the Symmetra turrets being behind us through a TP. So, what you're thinking there is, there's turrets behind me. How have they got past me? Well, I haven't seen them get past me, so they must have gone through a TP, right? So, there's a TP behind us. So most likely Symmetra is probably going to TP behind us and do a flank. So we weren't very good at reacting to that. So this is a good window. Eat the rock in, almost get the Anna, unlucky. Again, you're focusing supports, I like it. We have Flux again. Or first Flux. That's an interesting one. Where was our barrier? We should barrier that immediately. Get rid of that turret. Nice. Support our Reinhardt. Nice. I like that. I like that use of kinetic grasp. The Reinhardt was low. So you were like, let's use kinetic grasp on him. Let's make sure he doesn't die. That's really good. That's high level thinking. I mean, you can get an absolute megaton of ult charge off this hog. I don't know why they're playing hog. It's pretty silly, really. It's pretty silly, really. I like that you're... yeah, we weren't going to get that ult off. We shouldn't have used the ult after he used his ult, in my opinion. Because the first Sigma's... If he gets you in that ult, the first Sigma's always going to come out on top. So, what we need to do there is we just need to hold our ult until things are finished and then use it. Unlucky on the rock. We almost stunned him out of whole hog. That's unlucky. But I like your use of barrier. You've been putting it... When the Reinhardt's had his barrier up, you've been putting it up towards the Ashe on the high ground. It's really good. That's exactly what Sigmas need to do with their barrier if it's available and the situation's right. Widowmakers, McCrees, Ashe on high ground. Please do that, Sigma players. Because your barrier does it like no others. Okay, our Reinhardt's died. We back off here. Yeah, we definitely back off here. Don't hang around. We don't want to be hanging around. We want out. Our Reinhardt died. Our Batiste died. We need to get out at that point. That is the point of which we are not going to turn that fight. And their spawn is closer as well. We built up to nearly another flux though, so that's good. Let's see if we can get this flux off this time. I mean, they've not got a massive amount to stop you. Apart from if the McCree somehow hits a stun on you, which he shouldn't. That's rough. Are you going to use Flux here, I wonder? You are. Oh, that's unlucky. Where's that McCree? Oh, he died instantly. That's fine. Concentrate the Mercy. Unlucky rock. Like that you tried to rock him out of his ult. I like that. So our Flux did work there. It didn't get any kills, but it got us time. And now our Reinhardt's back. Just grasp him. Nice. Now Flux... Ah, that's nice. Unlucky because they had... The ult got enough value in the end. But if we could have rocked him first, that would have been the play. But I like it. I like it. Trying to shut him down in any way we can. Okay. So, I mean, they're coming up on a trance. So, I'll be interested to see if they keep this trans. We have Blade as well. So, can we force the trans out and... There we go. So, what will happen now is because you're building your Flux quickly, you're going to get a free Flux here. They're not going to have a chance to stop it. So, all you've got to worry about is just not getting stunned out of it. I like this. Pushing the aggression, shoving a rock down there. Don't know whether they should have used that window, but okay, I guess. Nice, unlucky. Trying to stun the Mercy out of res. I like that. Aware of your flanks as well. I like that. You're completely aware of your flanks. You're aware that someone might come up there and try and get a cheeky pick, especially when they're running McCree. Yeah, you're right about the Pharah. Again, I like it. Wouldn't have used Grasp there. Wasn't the time to use Grasp. We have to be aware that this Pharah... When did Pharah use her ult? Okay. That happened. Okay, top left. Unlucky, we missed the rock again. Practice hitting your rocks on the ulting Sigma. That can be extremely powerful. We're going to back off here. We're going to use Flux on the next engagement. That's what I would say. We're also coming up on Blade. And there's going to be no Transcendence to answer to this unless he builds it up darn quickly. And I'm not sure we've got a Jonak in this server. Don't die. We should be retreating all the way to spawn. We should be retreating all the way to spawn. Nice. You got helped up by your Lucio there. It's crucial you hit that rock. Oh, that's rough though. She should never have got away with that. Sigma's dead. We hold this. Nice. Nice. So, just before we killed the Pharah there, which was really nice, what we really should have done, we should have just gone back in spawn, really. We instead stayed out in the open a lot. We gifted the ult charge, and we almost died. And if you had died there, that would have been catastrophic for that hold. It really, really would have. So we need to be careful that we don't take on any unnecessary risks. That's what I would say. But you're building your fluxes well. Your fluxes are generally decent. We've only got one that hasn't got any value. And you're disengaging okay. It's okay. That's what I would say. It's not the best disengagement, but it's also, there is some disengagement, which is really good. So, we are switching over to the Zarya for the attack with the Reinhardt. Interesting. No problem with the Zarya here. Zarya is just, well, not just as good as Sigma. That's something not to say right now. Obviously, depends on when this is coming out, what buffs and nerfs have gone through. But this is the patch where we don't see a massive amount of Zarya. It's still definitely Orisa Sigma, and we see a lot of Genji and things like that. If you're wondering, normally Genji and long range hit scan. So, one thing we do have here is the wombo combo of a Grav Dragon Blade. So that can always go very, very big. I'm very interested to see how you charge the Zarya beam and also the ult. One issue is going to be how are we going to stop these people on high ground. The Genji's going to have to go in, so I want us to keep an eye on our Genji and our Reinhardt if he's going to do things like that. Nice, 72 charge instantly. Nice, 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 nice. This is a good engagement. Nice. Go duel that Zarya. Zarya, Zarya, Zarya. She's going to pump a stupid amount of damage at you. Nice. Okay, that was a really good engagement. You got a ton of ult charge. Nice. You got a ton of ult charge. A ton of energy from that engagement. 72 instantly as you went in, and you just rolled them over with damage. And the two flankers with the Echo and the Genji did really well. That Zarya's stupid. She's gonna die. No, pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back. Look at your health. Ooh, that's risky. They could have turned and focused you. I mean, this is great in terms of stagger kills. This is fantastic in terms of stagger kills. But it was you and your Lucio, and your Lucio went on ahead of you. You were there alone on about 100 health. If they'd focused you, you'd be dead. You'd be dead. But it's okay. We're out of this now. Let's move on to this next part. You're aware that the Echo and Mercy might be coming out of there, so I like that. We have to be aware that this Echo's got a copy. You're a bit too advanced. You're a bit too advanced. You're too far up here. You are too far up here. I think you're looking for a Grav to grab off point. Yeah, I knew that was coming. Ah. That's an interesting one. I am not against that use of Grav. I'm not against that. Because that Echo did that perfectly. She went in the back line, she copied the Reinhardt. And that's the person out of all of this you copy immediately. So you were like, this Reinhardt is going to get crazy value. She's going to, if she pins someone, which she should do, she pins someone, she ults. She pins someone, she ults. And she could just completely wreck our team. So you just shut her down completely with a Grav. That's what you'll see, and what we have seen Overwatch League players do to a Sombra. If they know Sombra's got the ult, I remember the old Nene Grav, which he missed. That's what he was trying to do there. He was trying to ult a EMP Sombra to just take her out of the fight and win. So I'm not against that use of Grav. That's fine. You completely negated her Echo ult. Nice. We need to get up in the face of that Bastion, otherwise he's going to pump so much damage in. Your bubble usage is okay. Yes, 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 yes. Bit. Not gonna get there. Okay. Oh, okay. So that's interesting. That's the first time I've actually seen. I haven't seen anyone in the Overwatch League, I don't think, used grav like that to counter. Well, we don't see enough Zarya, that's why. But to use grav to counter an echo ult like that, and I actually kind of like it. I kind of liked your awareness. You knew the trigger. As soon as you heard her copy the Reinhardt, you were like, I'm turning round. We're going to stop this from happening. And that's exactly what you need from your tank players. You need that sort of awareness to know what's going on. Now, you bubbled your Reinhardt as well, which is really, really good. Otherwise, if he gets charged there, then she gets less value from that. So the reaction to that echo ult, I think, was really good. Some people might disagree with me there. Some people will say, why on earth use the grav on the echo? Why not use the grav on the team that's advancing and then just deal with the echo and kind of cut her team off from her? There's ups and downs. During that fight, though, just before that echo copied, you were incredibly advanced. And I think you were originally, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but yes, I think originally you were thinking, I'm going to grab them off point and get the point here. I think you were going to try and force C9. Which again is not too much of a problem, but you were quite a bit further away from your team than I would have liked. Zarya can be pretty independent when she's got her bubbles up, so I'm not gonna berate too much about it. But yeah, I would say a little bit too advanced times. You were really good at building your energy, and to get that 72 instantly, obviously that's partly down to the enemy team just spamming into the choke, but to get that 72 instantly, that was great for that first fight, and you rolled the point off of that, including what your flanking DPS were doing, and you were definitely looking out for your Reinhardt as well, which I really, really liked. Disengagements, especially, we didn't really see many disengagements on the Zarya because you rolled them, but disengagements with the Sigma, I would say you could be a little bit safer, and you were a little bit advanced with the Zarya, or a little bit too far advanced, I should say. On the Zarya, when we were chasing down kills, we got down to about 100 health, and the enemy team wasn't aware enough to just turn around and shoot you, because if they did, you probably would have died there. And that would have been an opportunity for them to have a re-engagement. In the end, it turned out really fantastically for you, because they staggered, you stagger killed them, and therefore they never got a clean engagement to try and hold that second point. And the echo kind of yeeted her ult, and you shut that down, and nothing came of it, which was really, really good. But yeah, I think positioning slightly, I think there is stuff to work on. Your bubbles, you bubbled your Rhine a lot, and I know why, because you just want to get ult charge, or you want to get energy. Another use of Zarya's bubbles obviously is to protect the backline. Now, she's not as good as protecting the backline as someone like a D.Va or a Sigma is, because D.Va has the elephant in the room that is defense matrix, and Sigma has his rock. He has his placeable barrier, which can go literally anywhere, and stuff like that. Also, so as a Zarya, keep an eye on your supports. If they're getting dove on, or if they're under pressure, make sure you try and keep a bubble up for them. Let's not just keep churning out bubbles to get energy off the Reinhardt. But again, if there's no need to do it for the supports, obviously the Reinhardt is the best choice. And with the Sigma, we didn't get an opportunity to do it with the Pharah that they had, because I didn't see a Pharah go off, if I'm perfectly honest. But obviously your rocks were fairly good. We stunned the hog out of whole hog. We were using kinetic grasp to get our Reinhardt out of situations, to get ourselves out of situations, which is pretty good. We did use it at odd occasions at some points when we didn't have a definite thing of, oh my god, there's incoming damage, I need to negate this. We were just like, oh, maybe there's about to be incoming damage, let's negate this. Remember when the Pharah flanked on the third point, and she shot one rocket, missed you, but you kinetic grasped. You don't need to kinetic grasp for that one rocket. Kinetic grasp goes on a very long cooldown. It's not like defense matrix. So if you're defense matrix, you defense matrix that. No problem. If it's a kinetic grasp, you are like, you've got to be more conservative with it. You've got to be like, okay, so a lot of damage is coming in here. I'm going to need to kinetic grasp to make sure that I stay alive or someone else stays alive. Let's not use kinetic grasp by saying, oh, they are about to fire at me, kinetic grasp. Because if they don't fire, or even if they just fire one rocket like that Pharah did, you've lost that kinetic grasp for 10 seconds. And so, all of a sudden, you're left with your barrier. And barriers don't last all that long these days in Overwatch. So, yeah, a little bit better usage of kinetic grasp. Some were good, some were bad. That's what I would say. Your positioning, I would improve a little bit on. I think you're a little bit too far forward at times. And I think we left ourselves a little bit exposed, especially when we were trying to re-engage for that last hold on the third point. When that Pharah was that close to us, we got down really low. We were lucky that we got the rock on the Pharah and we killed her. But if we died there, that would have been serious doo-doo. So really what we should have done was we should have pulled back to spawn completely. And then re-engaged with our entire team once they respawned. So yeah, that's just some things I'm picking out. Your aim is okay. You're ricocheting balls off of surfaces, on flanking surfaces. You're aware of your flanks as well, which I really like. And all in all, not a bad player. And I think you will climb if you continue this way and just iron out a few things. And also, one last thing to note on about that Pharah, and I'm sure you've probably done this before, the experimental barrier, fly it up to her, and she will kill herself off of it if she doesn't turn around. So that's a neat trick with Sigma, and he's basically one of the only heroes that can do it. We've seen people do crazy things with Winston bubbles like that, and a D.Va can do it as well as she flies her mech into him. But Sigma, no one better at destroying a Pharah using her own bloomin' ult. It's quite funny. But you're a good player. Just iron out some of the over aggression or some of the over advancement, should we say? Iron out a bit better in terms of disengaging, and I think the kinetic grasp usage could have been a bit better. And I think we forgot to retract our barrier at times as well. There's times where your barrier was up and it was actually nowhere on screen. It was not being effective, and your barrier was still up. It wasn't being retracted and recharging. It wasn't providing any barrier for anyone. It was doing nothing. So make sure you are aware of where your barrier is and whether it's being effective at all times. But I'm going to leave it here for this one. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you'd like to, give a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video. See you then.